Hey everyone, Kevin Oviel here from Grand State Karate, coming at you here with our life skill belief. We're going to talk about our sixth pillar of belief, and that's courage. Let's be honest, the lack of courage leads to fear. All too often, people abandon their dreams because they're afraid of failing. Now that fear goes on to our children a lot of times, or we put our fear onto them, or we have fear for them for failing. Now, when a child comes to us and they talk about they want to be perfectionists, I don't take that all the way. I take it that they're not understanding how to take on fear. So the courage that we have to instill, and obviously have it in ourselves, but also give to our children, must apply. You know, we all know that the different stages of life when they're young, elementary or preschool, middle school, high school, there's all going to be different types of failures, right? Preteens, teens, college, and then in the real world, right? Now, they're all going to be stages. Now, those stages are going to amplify, obviously, as they get older, but we also know that we can help them out because we've also experienced our own failures. Now, we want our children to learn from our failures, but how do we do that? Well, we got to give them the courage and able to do it. We can't just hide it from them or push it off or making excuses. Making excuses is not going to help anyone, especially a child, overcome fear. Courage will. Understanding the mistake. Well, what happened? What went wrong? Having the courage to say, I have to admit that I have to be accountable, or having the courage to approach the individual in the situation that was made by the mistake. Be accountable. Don't hide, especially don't hide behind social media. Don't have them hide behind you. Don't always be sticking up for them all the time. They got to be able to grow a little bit. And obviously the circumstances are always different depending on the age. I look at courage. Courage can confront and destroy the thickest walls of fear as long as we have the mindset and the belief that goes along with it. But if we don't have that belief that go along with that courage, you're not going to break down those barriers of fear. It's going to consume, right? And it's going to consume you. It's going to consume your child. And who wants to have that? Who wants to live in fear all the time? It overconsumes you, your thought process, your health, your wellness, your fitness, your wealth of understanding, how to save or being successful at life. I look at this. Success to me means, right, you must dare or take a risk for your dream to come true, no matter what. Now, having a list of what you thought was going to be perfect for your dream, it's not always going to happen. It never happens. Look at some of the most famous people, the most wealthiest people. They didn't come into money all the time and it just blossomed. They had to work for it. Or they had they had a lot of failures and so forth. But they took the courage to continue. See, a lot of people that do businesses, they say the average business owner will last 3 to 5 years. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. It took a lot of courage for last year for not just myself as a business owner, but a lot of business owners that are still surviving today, and I give them so much credit, and I'm proud to see businesses survive. But it took them a lot of courage because, there's no set paycheck every week for us. We're always working to strive every day. Now, I don't regret what I'm doing. I love it. I love the challenge, but it takes a lot of courage because that one day, it's not always going to be perfect. And there's a lot of things that have happened, right? But to able to have that belief in that, and with that courage, success is going to happen. It might not be overnight, but it's always going to get better every day. Listen, when you wake up every day, isn't that half the battle? Right? So again, talking about our sixth pillar of belief is courage. Parents, give your child the belief that they can have the courage to be successful or take on those obstacles or problem solve a situation, to give them that courage so they can be successful and may all their dreams come true. That's what you want, all right? But we can't pass on our fears onto our children. Because if we're not having the courage to take on our fears, do you think our children are going to do that? It's going to amplify even more. All right? Everyone make it a great day. Look forward to seeing you guys on the next video, and we'll see you guys soon. Bye, guys.